Hi there, welcome to this week's episode of Marketing Home, Marketing You. I'm your host, Barbara Savona of Sprout Marketing, and I am so excited because this week's episode is going to make your life so much easier. That's right, we are digging into Simply Social, how to simplify social media so that it is not the stressor that I know it has been for so many of you. I hear it all the time. Social media has become such a full-time job in addition to your job. And so today I want to take the guesswork out and we are going to dig in on how to make this easy breezy in just the next 10 minutes. Are you ready? Let's go. I want to start by answering some of your most common questions that I get all the time via Instagram or email. The first one is, what platform should we be using? And I think that depends on two things. The most important is, where is your target demographic? You will only know that. See where your audience is already engaging. Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Where do they like to spend their time? And you can add this as part of your move-in process. You can say, hey, by the way, we love to communicate with our residents online on social media. Are you on social? And if so, what platform do you prefer? Make note of that, keep a track, and that can help you see where your audience is going to be most engaged. Now, the second part to that is, where do you like to engage, or where does the person that is in charge of your social media like to engage? The reality is, if you hate the platform, it's going to be drudgery to post. But if you yourself enjoy the platform, you're going to start to understand, and you as a consumer will know the patterns of how you consume media, and then you'll work to create media that way as well. So, for example, with us, our members are both on Facebook and on Instagram, so we try to be on both, but I like Instagram more. So you'll see my more unique content is on Instagram, and that's because I enjoy posting there. So the combo of where's your target demographic and where do you or whoever's posting like to post, that's going to be the best platform for you. And don't try to do them all if you can't. If you have the manpower to do it, great, more exposure. But if you can't, I would rather you do one well than two or three not so good. How often should you be posting? Second question I get all the time. The reality is that the algorithm rewards consistency. So if you can consistently post every day, awesome. But if you can't, don't go and post a bajillion posts in one day and then go dark, go radio silent for a week. That tells the algorithm that you're flaky, that you don't have consistent content. So it's going to be hard for you to build any kind of following or actually get your posts seen. So commit to what you can do and then stick to that schedule. The next one, is there a more efficient way to create content rather than just posting on the fly? And I would say absolutely. One is batch. I did that this week myself, so I'm creating a lot of reels in Instagram. Right now, Instagram is rewarding reels. I'm not always in the mood to show up on camera and be silly or, go face to face and be creative. When I am, and I try to do a dedicated day a week, that's when I crank out all of my social media content. That allows me then on the fly in the moment when I want to show up on stories or I want to move something around, I can, but I don't feel then the pressure to do that when I don't have time. So batch content, especially things like video or even writing out your captions or posting your things, do it, and I would recommend either do it for the week or do it for the month, leaving space for that live content. The second one is using the approach that we use in the Simply Social membership, and that's the Mad Libs captions. So we write captions for certain categories, and I'm going to give you a great worksheet to help you with that. And then there's space to customize and make it your own. So you can build your own Google Doc with these kind of captions, and then you can modify every single month. If you want to take the easiest route, the third recommendation is, I would say, find a great vendor partner. And to me, Simply Social is one of the best. Yes, we created it, but I'm not biased. It was created for multifamily. You get 40 plus caption templates that you literally, with one button, you copy and you paste it into your scheduling tool, and then you modify the things to make it your own. So there's a few spaces to add descriptors, to add your community name, contact info, and little particulars that make the post uniquely yours. Then there's 100 plus graphics that are already created for multifamily housing, and they're specific to the categories that you want to post about. So you just grab that template, make it your own, and then pick the image that works. So even if you don't go with Simply Social, I don't want you guys spending so much time trying to find the right graphic or creating a bunch of graphics. That's time consuming. This is just one part of your marketing. You cannot let social media completely dictate and take over the entire month. You really can get it down to a science We joke with our members that really, if you were hardcore about it, you could plan out your entire month in an hour with Simply Social by copying the captions, loading the graphics, and then again, allowing that room to do the live in the moment stuff. With that said, great scheduling tools out there, SmarterQ, Meet Edgar, which we love. Let's see, Hootsuite's another one. But now within the platforms, you can also schedule for Facebook and Instagram. So, I mean, again, the more you can do in the platform, the better, because the platform rewards loyalty. So those are your top questions. Now we're going to dig into the type of posts that you're going to want to be posting regularly. And for that, I've got a great resource for you. So when you sit down to schedule out your social media posts for the month, I want you to think in terms of two outcomes that you're trying to get. One is you're trying to drive traffic. So you're getting leads and leases from these type of posts, right? You're building an audience. The second type of post is to build engagement. That's for your current residents and then for prospects to see this awesome lifestyle, the vibe that you're trying to put off. So when you look at your calendar and you're posting for the month, I want you to do a healthy mix of the two. Too heavy on the sales side and then people don't want to follow. Too much on the engagement, great, it's fun, but is it driving results? So the two are a healthy balance. And when you think about this, there's a great worksheet that we put together, and it's a Simply Social checklist. These are the type of posts that do both of those things. So under posts that you're going to try to get engagement, you're thinking about things like highlighting a preferred employer, a neighborhood feature, spotlighting a floor plan, showcasing an amenity, a renting versus buying post, right, where you're selling the renting lifestyle, testimonials, frequently asked questions, referrals. Referrals are also a way to drive traffic, right? So they're putting your residents to work, but they're driving traffic. So that could be a tag a friend campaign, benefit of having a friend nearby, or your referral bonuses. Now, as part of the Simply Social plan, I want to show you this. If this is not in your budget, you can take this formula and emulate it and do it yourselves. Okay, guys, so this is the Simply Social plan. I want to give you the visual. You can see the type of post that we talked about. Let's say that you want to do a neighborhood spotlight. So we're going to click here. I want to show you guys what that looks like. A caption that would spotlight the neighborhood, there's a space to write the name of the area or the neighborhood. So let's say whatever it is such a wonderful place to live. Today we want to put the spotlight on, and it's the name of a business. What are they known best for? So whether it's a product or something that they make, they're known for the best product around, and tell them that your community name said hello next time you visit. So let's fill that in, okay? Lincoln Heights is such a wonderful place to live. Today we want to put the spotlight on Maria's Tacos. They are known for their best bean and cheese tacos around, and tell them that Barbara at Sprout Apartments said hello next time you visit. See how now you've done a neighborhood spotlight. You're selling the neighborhood, but you're not doing it in such a salesy way. And if you wanted to use this graphic, you would just click, you would download, have it ready to go, upload it to your scheduling tools, copy the caption, modify it, and make it your own. So these are the type of posts that, again, they're meant to drive traffic, to drive leads, and to create that audience. Now let's talk about the second one, the retention style. So we're going to go down here to some retention posts. Those on your checklist are going to include things like your team highlights, welcoming new residents, your renewals, events, reminders, and notices. So for example, let's do a team highlight. This is one that, again, is meant for engagement. This is not going to drive traffic, but it'll engage the residents that you're with so that they can know your team members better. So you might do a meet the team swipe so that then you have an actual picture of your team. And a caption might be a round of applause for Barbara for doing such a great job with helping people find home. She has been, courteous. She has been so courteous. We just have to show some appreciation. We love our Sprout Apartments staff. So this caption, again, is meant to draw attention to a team member. You've got a graphic that then you can add pictures of the actual team member. There you have an engagement post. Another example of an engagement post that can be fun are like virtual events. So this is a different one, like a rank them. It can say, let's have some fun in the comments today. Jump in and let us know what you're thinking. Share this post in your stories and let's get others in on the discussion too. So you can encourage them to rank what's their favorite dessert, or you could do a guess how many do you think is in the jar. These are virtual engagement ideas. Another tip for engaging is fun posts, like things like you've got coming up on the calendar. So giving them a heads up. I also love the creative holidays for engaging posts. So for example, National Oreo Cookie Day, we go together like cookies and milk. The National Oreo Cookie Day, this National Oreo Cookie Day, celebrate with a tall glass of your favorite milk and a few or many Oreos. Let us know in the comments, do you eat the filling first or all at once? You see, that post isn't meant to get you hundreds of pieces of traffic. It's meant to engage and build camaraderie and loyalty with the traffic that you already have. So I want you guys to make sure that if you're listening to this, go to Marketing Home, Marketing You, go to this episode, the latest one, and it is the Simply Social episode. Grab this worksheet, the Simply Social checklist, so that when you're posting, you can say, okay, do I have a healthy mix of posts to drive traffic? And then there's a bunch of ideas on the type to do that. Do I have a good mix of engaging, fun content to keep my audience interested in what I'm posting about? And in addition to that, you can do things like seasonal posts. You can do Instagram Reels, things that are already done. So like, for example, this is a rainbow scavenger hunt. When you download an already done for you graphic, you can post this and have them take pictures with something from each color of the rainbow. And it's just a fun little reel, which Instagram is loving Reels right now, to make residents feel like they had an experience at your community. And there's a ton to choose from. So Reels are one of the things that you can do. In addition to that, you could also do Instagram stories. So there you have it, your basics. Pick your platform, decide consistency on how many times you're going to post a week, then make sure that you're batching your content so social media doesn't consume you, and get good at the Mad Libs approach. Whether you're using Simply Social, find the right resources that make it easy to grab good attention-grabbing graphics, really well-written captions. That combo, along with using the platform the way that it's meant to be, is going to help you not only simplify social media, but make it really, really effective. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope this training has been really beneficial, and I cannot wait to see how you up-level your social media while you take down the stress level by using this formula. Okay, guys, as always, I've enjoyed our time together, and I'll see you next week.